Watch this video if you're still debating whether Tesla is a good stock to purchase at this time. It's common for investors to struggle with selecting the ideal investment for them at any given moment, and that's acceptable. It is frequently challenging to determine which stock will trade further up on the chart in a few years due to the stock market's volatility. Though recent tweets never guarantee anything, experts have occasionally forecast that particular shares will perform better in the future. Leo Koguan, an investor and Tesla bull, discussed why Tesla might be an excellent investment right now. He said that why would investors purchase the second or third best company in the world if they could purchase their best company for less money? Hi everyone, happy to be back at Tesla tomorrow. Throughout its history, Tesla has been a monster stock. The stock has been rising, but it did hit a bear market low of $101.84 in January. Recent patterns in Tesla just beat projections for earnings while releasing mixed fourth quarter numbers. Additionally, the company's stock maintained steady after Musk expressed his optimism for 2023 and the possibility that the business may make 2 million cars this year. Because of this, a number of Tesla investors are anticipating the company's success this year. Could Leo Koguan be correct then? Is now a good moment to purchase Tesla shares? Before we find out, please hit the like button, subscribe, and enable notifications if you enjoy this kind of content so you can be informed about all things Tesla. Leo is among the biggest individual shareholders in Tesla. The Tesla bull accumulated over 22.6 million Tesla shares as of August 27, 2022. Due in part to his Tesla investment, he just appeared on Forbes' list of the 400 richest individuals in the world. Leo recently tweeted that he solely invests in Tesla and does not purchase other financial assets since he believes Tesla is incredibly undervalued. The Tesla bull predicts that in Q1 of this year, Tesla may deliver over 450,000 EVs and generate roughly $2 billion in free cash flow. The billionaire revealed in a recent tweet that, over the course of a year, he acquired an additional 4.2 million Tesla shares at an average price of roughly $250 per share, bringing his total number of Tesla shares to approximately 26.5 million. When he has the money, he still intends to purchase additional Tesla shares. Leo had 2.3 million Tesla shares before the 5-for-1 stock split, which amounted to roughly 12 million after the first split and would be about 36 million after the most recent stock split. Leo was an early investor in Tesla, despite the fact that the Tesla investor nearly lost his shares at some point in early 2020. At that moment, after the pandemic's effects caused Tesla's stock price to plummet in March, the company's shares were trading for around $34 per share, or a total market value of $1.2 billion. The decline of about 50% in Tesla shares resulted in a substantial loss of his investment in the company. 3 years ago, Tesla was experiencing the effects of the pandemic, which were felt not only in China but in most of its other markets as well. The epidemic forced Tesla to temporarily close its Shanghai plant and its retail locations across the nation. In addition, the conflict in Ukraine created inflationary pressure that threatened Tesla's access to Russia's nickel production and drove up prices. Tesla increased the price of all of its electric vehicles by 5 to 10%, including the $1,000 price increase for the long-range Model 3 and Model Y models. On March 9, 2020, as oil prices fell and the pandemic persisted, all investors felt the weight of the falling prices for Tesla shares, which fell 13.6% to $608 a share, 6 percentage points more than the speed for the day. During the pandemic-related sell-off on March 18, 2020, the stock likewise reached its lowest point at $350.50. Fortunately, Tesla has weathered this crisis, but Leo and other investors continue to be concerned about Elon Musk's engagement with Twitter. Even though the Tesla investor used to refer to himself as Elon's fanboy, he wasn't afraid to voice his disapproval of Musk's Twitter agreement. Dan Ives of Whitebush, among other analysts and Tesla investors, has expressed skepticism regarding the CEO's engagement and emphasis on Twitter. I was dubbed Musk's Twitter adventure in November, a circus narrative that elucidated concerns regarding the decline of the brand. Thankfully, worries are starting to fade, and Tesla is offering its investors something fresh to discuss. According to recent figures, Tesla's sales of stellar models in March gave them an almost 50% market dominance in Norway this month. According to data from the Norwegian Road Federation, the American manufacturer of electric cars has been leading the country in sales for a while and reached a new milestone this year. In March, Tesla achieved a new sales high. The automaker exceeded its previous sales record of 5315 model 3 units in March 2019 by selling roughly 5639 Model Y vehicles in Norway. With still time left, Tesla has already surpassed its own delivery record in Norway for this quarter. It is anticipated that the carmaker will supply more than 9,000 automobiles in Norway this quarter, having delivered 8617 Q4 in 2022. Volkswagen comes in second closest to Tesla with a price of approximately 3703, followed by Toyota with a price of about 1,900. With the largest percentage of new electric car purchases made globally during the previous few months, Norway is at the forefront of the electric vehicle adoption trend. Compared to the US, where electric vehicles account for just 2% of new car sales, zero-emission vehicles now account for over 50% of total automobile sales, up from 31.2% in 2018 and 42.4% in 2019. This provides a clear picture of Norway's dominant market share for electric vehicles. As stated in reports, nearly 4 out of every 5 new car registrations in Norway last year were electric vehicles. Approximately 138,265 new electric cars were sold in the nation last year, accounting for 79.3% of all passenger car sales. Tesla led the list with a 12.2% market share. Norway, a leading producer of gas and oil and a pioneer in the field of zero-emission vehicles, easily surpassed the previous record of 64.5, which was set in 2021. As a significant step towards Norway achieving its climate objective of 100% battery electric car sales by 2025, Secretary General Christina Boo reports that 8 out of 10 respondents selected fully electric vehicles over combustion engines. She went on to say that since the climate problem needs to be resolved immediately, there is no justification for needless internal combustion engine emissions. Norway has been a major producer of natural gas and oil for a long time. It is currently the top producer of natural gas in the world and the largest producer of oil in Western Europe. In the 1990s, the country emitted roughly 51.7 million tons of glasshouse gases annually. The primary advantage for owners of electric vehicles in this nation continues to be the green tax breaks on purchases. The hefty 25% tax on fossil fuel vehicles must be added to the electric vehicle tax reductions in order to lease or buy an EVs. Having stated that, even without the international subsidies for electric vehicles, models of electric vehicles are frequently more economical in Norway than those powered by fossil fuels. In order to facilitate the switch to more environmentally friendly automobiles, Norway has invested in top-notch charging infrastructure in addition to offering incentives for electric vehicles. Similar to its success in Norway, Tesla is having great success in China. The Tesla Model I has emerged as China's best-selling SUV per sales data disclosed in February by the China Passenger Car Association. This was an incredible performance from Tesla, and the fact that the Model IB vehicles have a starting price that is significantly lower than that of the Edge is one important proof that the Tesla model will be the best-selling vehicle in the world, even when compared to internal combustion vehicles. In China, Tesla sold a total of 25,279 models. Not only was this number sufficient to make the model the most sold electric SUV, but it also made it the best-selling SUV overall, even counting internal combustion vehicles. Even though many people don't think Tesla will have a 12% market share in the next 10 years, the company could actually have a 20% market share given the rate at which demand is growing. This is because EVs will account for a growing percentage of all vehicles sold in the future, and several other electric car companies are still far behind. Do you think this is a good time to buy Tesla shares? Please share your thoughts with us in the space below. Additionally, don't forget to let us know how valuable you think Tesla is. If you'd like to learn more about what Tesla has been up to lately, click the following video to watch it on your screen. We'll see you there.